Hi there, Josh here. Let's go over the date function in spreadsheets. The date function returns to us a formatted date, so I can type in date equals 2018, comma 1, comma 17. And then it will give us 1/17/2018. And I can look at the value of that, and it's actually the date function. But if you want to perform any math with that as far as the dates go, so minus 50 days, it can work with that. So for the year, you can put in 1900 to 9999. For the month, you can put in 1 to 32,766, which is a pretty big number. And for the day, you can put in 1 to 32,000, again, another big number. So why would you want to do that? So say I want to know what the date's going to be 4,000 days after January 1st, 2000. Well, I can figure that out easily with this function, and it will be 12/13/2010. So that's one of the reasons why you'd want to use more than what is in the day. Know that if you add more than what is in a month, it'll add that to the month. If it's more than what's in the month, it'll add it to the year, and keep adding and adding until you get to that wonderful 10,000 year. And at that point, you will get an error because spreadsheets is going to be like, that is too big of a number. So 10,000, comma 1, comma 1, and I get a number error. Good thing to keep in mind there. So how do we use the date function? Well, we can actually take the year, month, and day separated by columns, because sometimes you'll get this in your spreadsheets and you have to bring together data. So I can just type in equals date left parenthesis, select this to reference this, select the month and the day, close parenthesis. Oh, you can see we get an error there. It won't take the August as in AUG, but you'll have to put in 08 and it will start working with that. I'm going to use my fill handle so we don't have to type it in more and more. So here we have another error. It is 1000 plus 995, so change that to 1995. Looks normal now. Again, you might have weird data like that. Just something to keep in mind going on down. You can see the huge difference here, because if it's below 1900, it will actually add 1900 to that. It's something that spreadsheets put in there for compatibility with other programs. So I can change this to 1999. That would probably be more accurate. And you can see how the days spill over into the next month and the months spill over into the next year there. So over here I can use another function, date diff, close, start date, this cell over here, comma, today, comma, quote, y, and that will give me the year difference. So if I could put all that in, drag it down, and I can get the ages from my data. So there we go. We have very useful. You have unstructured data here, all in a mess and in different columns. We put it into one number, and then we made some calculation on it. Moving on over here to birthdays part 2. Sometimes you'll get numbers like this, where it's all put in there very compactly. You can use a combination of the date function with left, mid, and right. So combining all those, we can drag that down, and you can make these dates to where you can work with this. So now I can use date diff, comma, today, comma, end date, comma, quote year, and I can get some kind of calculation off of this. But I can't really get a calculation off of this. It gives me an error. So this is just another way you can see the usefulness of the date function. Now, the serial number, if you take a look at any of the date function and you format it as a general number, you will get 34,000 or 40,000 or generally something that doesn't look like a date. That is the serial number. And again, this ties with the 1900 we seen earlier. The 43,150, which is actually the right now function, that represents the days after January 1st, 1900. So I know that when I format that, it'll come out as a date. But if I just put it to a general number format, which for some equations, it'll come out like that. And I can see that it's 43,150. If you're used to spreadsheets, you can just look at that and say, that's probably a date, format as a short date, and you're good. I'm Josh here with Evergreen tutorials, and we went over the date function in spreadsheets. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Subscribe for other educational content. We try to release new videos daily. Thanks. Bye.